Welcome back to Singing in the Basement. I'm Leedle-Lue, and today, guess what? It's more Planet Coaster 2. I do promise that I will be recording something else sometime soon. I won't just make this channel into a Planet Coaster channel, unless that's what you guys want. But, I don't know, for some reason this has been the only thing I've really felt like playing and recording anyway. I've played a few other games, like I've been playing some Marvel Rivals and a little bit of Fortnite still here and there, but those kinds of games usually make me mad, and especially if I play them by myself, they make me mad. Whereas this game, it can get on my nerves a little bit because of the controls, but it's very, it's relaxing. It helps me be more creative. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this Let's Play, and I'm excited to keep going. While off camera, I went ahead and made a couple staff zones and moved all my staff into those staff zones. I thought there was a way to see staff zones, but I guess not, without opening the whole thing. Oh well, whatever. So this is one staff zone, this is another staff zone, and I split all the staff up accordingly. Hopefully it'll keep things running a little bit more smoothly. But for this episode, I know last time I had said I wanted to either work on these buildings or work on a roller coaster or the track ride, and I think I want to do the track ride. So let's see, what do we have for track rides? Do we have anything? No, we don't have any. Something that's good though that I noticed when doing the staff stuff is that we had two mechanics doing research, because when I placed down the mechanic station, it actually automatically hired one. So we had two mechanics, they were doing a bunch of research, which means we can unlock a lot of things. Okay, we are actually out of points, I'm shocked. But our mechanics, I guess I do pause a lot when I'm building and stuff, so that's probably partially why we're out. I may build another mechanic station and because I have 3 mechanics now. So I might build another mechanic workshop in Leedle-Land and have them sometimes building in there, or working in there, I guess, which could go here later. We'll see. I also might put another staff rest station somewhere over here, just so the people working these roller coasters don't have to walk so far. Or not roller coasters, but these flat rides. Now, speaking of track rides, let's build a track ride. There's nothing really There's no pre-built ones that I really like, but I did like this little train, the little family train, as possibly a roller coaster ride, or just doing, because I thought about having the steam train start here, go over here, have a stop near the roller coaster, then go over here and have a stop near the town, and then circle back around, I guess, come back by the entrance as well. And then it would obviously have to complete the full track. But again, I don't know how feasible that is, because I'd have to either go above or underneath this path. And the terraining in this game isn't great. So I could possibly make it work. But that's something I might mess around with a little bit off camera or something. Right now, let's do a track ride, because that's what I kept promising, and that's what we need to do. So I'm debating between doing something with the train, like the family train, which... Actually, now that I think about it, this one can have multiple tracks, right? Or multiple stations, right? Does this one need multiple stations, or is this one just actually like a roller coaster? Like I can make it a roller coaster anyway. So I want it to enter on this side. And obviously this would be like a kiddie coaster if it was one, but no, it looks like it's just for transport. So that's not gonna work. I'm also using a different keyboard this time, so I'm hoping it's a little bit quieter, because I know that was getting a little annoying when editing it, so I'm sure you guys were getting annoyed by my loud stuff. We could do the antique powered cars, but that's not that interesting. I really wanted to do a train, but I don't think it's going to work, because they can't, this one wouldn't be able to do anything that interesting, unless it's just like a really small kiddie coaster, which I'm not totally against the idea of doing a kiddie coaster. And this isn't a very large area, so I guess we could just try and do that. So what if I can't seem to make it any shorter. I can go up and down, but I can't. Oh no, there we go. Now I can make it shorter. This is my first time building on this version of the game. I don't want auto tunnel on. Angle snap doesn't need to be on. Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually built a roller coaster on the PC version of the game. I do it a lot on the other version, the console version. So this is going to be just something really simple. Just a little kid coaster, I think. Family coaster, I guess, is more accurate of a term. Can I go? I can't go any higher than that, so... trying to go... I keep clicking the wrong one for some reason. I keep thinking the left to right is the up and down one, but it's clearly not. Okay. Get it back onto the ground. Pretty much onto the ground anyway. And I want to do this also because I want to have a little bit more changes in the terrain, you know? Like, I don't want it to just be super flat everywhere. And I think that this could allow me to put in some little hills over here, and it could be really fun. And it is only wanting to turn the wrong way. Because I want it to go this way. There we go. Yeah, these controls are a little funky on PC. I know it's not fully on the ground, but I don't want to, like, I'm afraid it's, yeah, I'm afraid it's going to go into the ground if I go any lower. Which is exactly the case. So let's not make it go any lower. We'll do, I think, another hill here, maybe. I also just, like, a couple hours ago, edited and uploaded the previous episode. So that's still very evidently in my mind. And I think the last episode was really fun. I did a lot, and I built a lot. I think it's really fleshing out this area a lot more. Like, it looks a lot more like an actual park now. It's fun to have the themed area. We're not still going up, are we? No. Okay, cool. Let's go. Can I automatically have it automatically finish? I know that's a thing on the other one. Radio menu. Where's the alt button on this? There we go. Oh, did that not work? Construction mode. Autocomplete. Confirm. There we go. So that means I need to hire another staff member, I think, for this area. So let's just go ahead and do that. We've got plenty of money since I'm doing franchise mode. Then we'll go into the staff schedule. Make this guy work in Leedle-Land. There we go. Confirm. And close. And what was the other one? Oh, just about the ride I'm still working on. Okay. So let's test this. Test it. And I'll change these colors too, because obviously I don't want it to be this red, white, and blue little thing. Actually, let's stop the test, because I want to add more carts to it if I can. Yeah. Oh, did I go the wrong way? Oh no, I can only do up to 3, but I can do multiple trains. Let's do 2 trains, make it a speed of 10 miles an hour, maybe? Full load. Now let's test it. Okay. Honestly, we might be able to do a 3rd train. Tell you what, let's go ahead and add that. Because at least at the start, I feel like this is probably going to get kind of busy, just because it's the only actual roller coaster we have so far. But this looks like doesn't look that bad. Obviously, it's sped up a little bit, but it's not that slow. It's okay. We could even add a 4th one, honestly, because it would keep it going at a better pace. I know I should just let it finish once, but let's see. Next. And this one should start. Yep. It's almost perfectly spaced out. Let's turn on don't block the station, which means it'll run them even if they're empty, which I think is fine. Yep, almost perfect timing. But this one's probably going to catch up. So maybe we should just do 3. No, actually I think it might be okay. Because it slows it down as it comes down this curve, it looks like. It does become more congested, but that's not that big of a deal, right? People think the logo is cheap. Well, let's just put it on dynamic. $26 for this little slide? You're kidding, right? I mean, okay, if people are going to pay that, I'm down. Let's just put them all on dynamic then. Again, we don't even need the money, but we may as well make as much of the money as we can, right? Is this one on dynamic already? It's not. I know that the hammer swing is, but okay. So this seems like it's working good. Let's go ahead and turn it back off. And now, I want to change the designs. Do we want music on it? Is there any Western music? Spaghetti roller coaster. No. This sounds pretty fun. It's a little too intense though. This might be, one of these might be good. This one, I like this one. Okay, confirm. Do we want any trigger sequences? Not right now anyway. Now what I wanted to change was the colors. The track, what would this even change? Oh, is it like this part? Yeah, just make that black. Whatever the other part is, just make it black as well. Because I'm not even sure what it is talking about. But then for the cars, we'll just make them all blue, I guess. Like a darker blue. Make the train also a blue. Or the, I meant to say the black into a blue. Not the train. The whole train's blue already. Do we want to make this green to go with the other rides over here? We could make it a little orange, tanny. I don't hate that. Maybe make one of these colors different. What about like a light gray? I don't mind that. Yeah, that looks kind of nice. Now I'm trying to think what this could be called in relation to the channel and myself and things that have happened on the channel. I'm trying to think what are some things that involve trains or even just like traveling, because we've done a handful of vlogs, but those wouldn't really work, I don't think. I don't know. I still haven't thought of names for the swing or the carousel either. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. And I will, of course, ask the Colonel and Cobb General at some point what they think once this is out. Whoops. I'll just call it train for now. And then what we'll do is add the entrance, which I think should go probably here. Actually, hold on. Can I change this? Can I change the style of this to be... how do I see which way this is going? So then it's that way, right? Would that be the case? So now, if I hit done, place the entrance. The entrance would go... Where would the entrance go? Okay, let's undo that. Place the entrance. Okay, the entrance is over here now, because I have an idea for that. Place the exit. Oh well. I'm trying to place an exit. Why is it not letting me? Entrance here. Exit. Okay, something's wrong here. First of all, I mean, it's floating a little bit, which is annoying. If I can lower it down just a slight bit, that'd be kind of nice, but it probably won't let me, yeah. Well, good enough. I know the ride isn't accessible. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, is this... Did I change the station to not be an onloading station? Station with left entry... Station with left entry and right exit. Which side's the left? Is this the left? No, I think this would be the left, right? Or no, so they get on... Yeah, they get on this side? I think? So it's doing the opposite of what I want. So whatever it's on right now, I need to do the opposite. So click on this side. Done. Place the entrance over here. Place the exit over here. Now connect the entrance to the path. And it is giving me a lot of things over here. Let's just dismiss all of these. They will all be fixed in time. So we need to change this to rustic queue. Wish I could just do like a clear, like the nothing path, you know? Do this. The railing's already blue. So this is going to be floating if I place it now. Oh no, it's going down. Cool. Okay. I want to have priority pass 2, I think. I mean, I probably should. But what I was thinking is having it go this way and sort of make a thing here where it like goes underneath or through a little hill. I think that could be fun because I want to make this into a hill. Can I make it so that... Because I know in the last game there was some way to make it so that there weren't these support beams. Like they didn't actually show the support beams. Which I might need to go into editing. And then also might not be a thing anymore, I don't know. But okay, go to construction mode. That's just what I was already on. Whatever. Leave it as it is, it's fine. But now what I need to do is click on this, test it again, I guess. Enable priority pass, put the entrance on this side. And for some reason it's not giving me the option to just add a pathway. So go into here, add a queue path. Okay, and it's already correct, cool. Whoops. Go ahead and curve it. Bring it into here. Am I able to just connect it to this? No, you can't. You used to be able to do that in the old game. That's actually how you had to do it in the old game. Okay, that works. Yeah, that's kind of fun. I need to fix this, which is kind of annoying, but again, I don't know how. That's a fun, it's fun. I like this music. Whatever, it's fine. Because once I add in some terrain, make the size way, well, not the intensity, the size way smaller. Whoops, went too high. I may just have to edit that. Obviously, I'll have to repaint this to all be sand again. There we go. Honestly, what I might do is cut here and come back once I have all this terrain done, just because I know the terrain can be quite a headache. So I'm going to go ahead and cut, and I'll see you guys again whenever the terrain is already finished and fixed. Okay? And with that, that is the terrain ready to go. So now we got to decide, what are we going to do for this queue here? I want to put something, like some sort of wood beams or something here to make it look like it's actually being held up. But besides that, I don't have any other ideas. So let's see what we got. I should know by now what's in the Western theme set, because I've used it so much over here. Not that that's a bad thing, that's actually a good thing, I'd say, but we can do based on the materials, right? Base material, there we go, yeah. We want it to be wood. We want it to be... What do we want to use here? See, not signs. Wooden pillars? That could work. Obviously, we want a taller one, but... We want... No, we don't want a carved one. I want something that feels more shoddy like this, yeah. Let's turn off align to surface, turn off add to building, because there is no building. Select the right one again. Goodness, I cannot find the right one. There we go. Move it down so that it's like that. Right. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and duplicate this. Move it to like right. Actually, I want it to be sticking out a little bit, I think. Out of the side anyway. We'll move this one to be matching. So it sticks out a little bit on the top. Okay. Then duplicate it again. Move it over here. Move it down to right there. And move another one over to this side. Okay. Right like that. And then do another one over here. Like so. And another one over here. Like so. Now, let's see if we can't take some of these smaller ones to add a little bit more detail. Like this one, which I do want to do align to surface now, actually. So I can put it like right there. What I want to do is angle it to be up like this, shrink it down to be like that, and move it into here so that way it feels more believable. Make sure it is actually touching here. Yes, good. I wish I could change the color of this, but for some reason it doesn't let you. Or at least I didn't see it. But I am pretty blind, as you can probably tell from the previous episode and this episode, when I'm looking for things and I just cannot find them. Let's go ahead and put that there. Duplicate it. Twist it around. Oh, I was hoping it would stay at the same angle, but I'm dumb. So, never mind. Guess we don't... Oh, shoot. Redo that. Take this, duplicate it, put it on this side, try and make it as level as, or as even as possible. I kind of like it being not perfect though, because it feels more themed if it's not, like correct to the theme if it's not perfect. 'Cause it's a little shoddy and a little, you know, man-made. It's not, like it feels more like it was made in the Wild West kind of thing, is what I'm going for. And what I'm trying to say. And failing to say. So let me put another one. Let's grab this one. Duplicate it. Move it down to here. Oh, maybe. For some reason it's not where it's supposed to be. So move it this way. And move it up. There we go. Looks pretty good. Okay, move another one over here. This one's way off. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm doing something. Something wrong, but something. Rotate it into there. Okay, and now do the same thing with this one. Duplicate and move. Oh, is that the right thing I pushed? Yes, it was. Okay. I'm always worried I'm gonna hit the wrong thing because I keep doing that in this game. Move it down. Let's actually angle this one up a little bit better. Is that touching? Yes, it is. Good. Okay, and then move it again over to here into the correct location. Man, this one's way too high. What the heck? Honestly, I might move this one down a good bit just because I think it's funnier. Okay. Now what I think I want to do is select all of these. Select all of these, turn off. What the heck? I have paths turned off and yet it still selects paths. I don't understand that. Okay, that's why, because I have to hit apply to the selection. And now if I deselect these, it doesn't even have the ones selected that I wanted to be selected. There, okay. But now, if I duplicate and move these, can I just slide them into here? Will they be lined up already for me? My voice is very raspy right now, and I'm not entirely sure why. It's almost perfect for some of them. Just kidding, it's completely wrong for all of them. So let's do that. Go ahead and place them, and then I'll just slowly put them all right in the same spot. I might do more cuts this episode, because I realized the last episode, I kept saying I was going to fast forward through things, but it just got way too long. I talked for way too long. I also did way too much in the last episode, I think, and that's part of why it got to be way too long. But I still think the last episode was good, because we got a lot accomplished, but I did spend too much time just talking and doing things, but at the same time, I didn't need to I didn't need to do all that in one sitting, I feel like. If you guys liked the longer episodes, just, tell me, and I'll do longer episodes, because I do like recording this for a longer period, because then it, I get a lot more done, and I have a lot more to show whenever I upload it. But if you guys would prefer shorter episodes, I'm fine to do those as well. Really, I'm fine to do whatever it is that you guys do like, because that's what matters to me, is that you guys are still watching, and that I can do whatever you guys want me to do that makes you enjoy this series more. There we go. So duplicate that, move it into here. Okay. I'm gonna have to rotate that a little bit. This one's better. There we go. Yeah, this one's very off. And if I just move it this way, it's not gonna work because it's already coming out on that side. So we'll rotate it ever so slightly. That may have been too much rotation. I think that looks, whoops. Did not mean to fast forward there. Whoops. I also say whoops too much. There we go. That looks pretty nice. Like, I could believe that's holding that up, sort of, maybe. But I do want to, I think, want to put some wood just on the outside of this right here, just to hold it, bring it all together fully. Yeah, what else would you guys like to see on the channel? I know this has been getting the most views out of anything we've really done in a while. So let me know. What do you guys want else? What else do you guys want me to play on here? Because I have plenty of games I haven't actually touched. Like I have Monster Hunter Wilds because it came free with my new computer, but I have yet to actually play it. I've got, like, I could do some Marvel Rivals gameplay. Some of my friends do play it, and we could play it together for videos. What else? What else do I play? I realized I have that Jedi Survivor game, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. For some reason, I don't remember buying it, and I thought this whole time that it was still the first one, because I had the first one and played through it, but apparently I was wrong, and it's been the second one this whole time, and I had no idea. So I could play that. I do like playing story-driven games personally more than I like playing... Oh. I like playing story-driven games more than I like playing like competitive or action, like shooty games, just like generic shooter games. But I do sometimes play those. Like I said, I still play Fortnite a good bit, and I've been playing Marvel Rivals, which isn't technically a shooter game because it's, you know, there's melee people, there's shooter people. It's a mixture, but it's a competitive game, which is another thing I don't play a whole lot of. Because I'm not a super competitive guy. I'm a pretty chill feller. Look at that. That looks really good, actually. I'm really happy with that. What I could do is put a roof over this part too. It might look even nicer, but I don't know if I feel like doing that at the moment. Maybe that's an off-camera thing. We'll see. But I can go ahead and open this, I guess. It has 0% scenery rating, because none of what I just did actually adds to the scenery of this. But that's not terrible. What else can I add around here? Obviously, we'll put some cacti. Gotta get rid of the wood. What's that called? Tag? Filter. So what else can we put around here? Just for set decoration. I don't even see the cacti. They should be in here, because this is everything Western. And I know that they popped up when I did... Oh, here they are. So you can't have enough cacti, right? I know I said that in the last episode, but it's true. There's no such thing as too many cactus. Except all the cactus, because they're dangerous. They'll stab you. Stab you right in the liver. Giant cactus. That's too big. There, we can put one up here. I thought about putting water down here, but I don't know. Doesn't seem necessary, I don't think. Something else that I do miss is, like, the previous game had very interactive animatronics. Like, there were animatronics that were like engaging in shootouts and stuff. Like, I'd love to have some of those. I know that there were pirate ones that did that, but now that I think about it, I'm not sure if there were Western ones. I feel like there were, but there's definitely not in this version, which makes me kind of sad. Because I like setting up those scenarios and like those things where it looks like action's going on. What I was thinking for the rocks is putting some inside these cliff faces here, shrink them down, and just place some of them in here. Whoa, I changed my keyboard, and for some reason that's made my mouse function weirdly. Even though this is the mouse that's supposed to go with the keyboard I'm now using. I was using a different one before. Let's change to a different type of rock. That's way too big. I'm being too quiet. I talked a lot in the previous episode, and because I just edited it, my brain's like, oh, well, that's the same thing as having just recorded it, right? Like, I'm done talking for the day, but no. I gotta talk more. I gotta do this whole new video. Hey, Luigi. That's another thing that I just thought of. I actually bought that game Mario Wonder that came out like 2 years ago now. I had pre-ordered it, and I never have played it. So what I'm thinking for all these rocks now is that I just do nature. I think would be good. Like deselect everything here and just select the nature. Or not. No, I turned off nature. I am stupid. There. Now, I don't want to save it as a blueprint, but I do want to group it. There we go. And now I can move it further into the face of the rocks here. So now they're just sort of sticking out in different places. And then deselect everything, duplicate and move it over to here. And then rotate it. And I think the person I really got this from, I think, is a YouTuber called Pause Build, like P-A-W-S Build. And they usually play Planet Zoo. But Mallory watches a lot of their content. God, I have to remember, I have to hit that stupid button. I have to hit the check mark. But anyway, Pause Build mostly does Planet Zoo videos. But they're a very talented builder in these games. Is that too much? Nah, that's good. And I highly recommend checking them out. I didn't duplicate it, I just moved it. Oh, this is not my day, ladies and gentlemen, not my day. Okay. There. That'll do. Edit the scenery group. Select a few more of these. Pull them more out so there's less empty space. There, I think that adds a lot actually. And I want to do more just actually bigger rocks out and about. That looks pretty nice. And then we can put a sign here for whatever the ride name is whenever we come up with it. How we looking? Has anybody come to ride this ride? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think anybody's ridden it. It's so expensive. I don't know why it was automatically $10, but now it's not. So maybe people will come ride it. I haven't even looked at my OBS this whole time. Oh, I've been going for an hour already. Woof. Cut off about 10 minutes of that from when I was doing the terrain, but man, where did the time go? I feel like I've only been doing this for like 20 minutes. I've been pretty focused, I guess, and the things I've been doing take a while. But I am going to cut out a handful of things, so I should be fine to keep going for a little while. I wish there was a horse animatronic I could use. That'd be really, really nice, but no. I don't even think there were horse animatronics in the first game either. This could be fun to have, because like you would have one of these to fill up in the train, you know? Man, what is going on with my mouse? But it's like a small one, because it's a small train. So that can be the thing that's at the top of the hill up here. Is this... I was hoping this would animate, but I don't think it does. What is going on? My mouse is really messing up. Yeah, it doesn't have any sort of thing you can do with it, like animation. But it still looks kind of fun up there. Let's pause it again, just so we don't have to listen to the music anymore. I think that might be good, actually. Unless you all have any ideas out there. I mean, I could obviously use some more of these train pieces. I could just like... I wish these could get smaller, I really, really do, but... Oh, my game's lagging now. Okay. I did forget I wanted to use this somewhere, but I may not be able to. Because, I mean, A, it's really, really big. And B, it couldn't move anyway. Like, it could be a nice set piece if I had, like, some water somewhere, but I don't think it's necessary. Maybe we can use it somewhere else later in the future, but we'll see. But as of right now, I think this might be good. Yeah, unless you guys come up with any ideas later down the line, feel free to say them in the comments, obviously. Why does that automatically rotate when I move it up there? It's really weird. Because I rotated it this way. Okay. Just as a goofy little thing at the end of the track. We also don't have any lampposts out here yet. And again, if you guys have any ideas for names for this roller coaster, let me know, because I don't have any. Here we go. There we go. Gonna put one on this corner too. And yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And we may even just call the episode there, because that took me a long time, and this might just be a little shorter of an episode. But I think it looks pretty nice. I think I might add a little bit more terrain here, like maybe use the scenery brush to do some rocks, some small rocks. I think that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. Again, maybe I'll put some sort of cover over this bridge, or maybe something on this part, so it's like when you're coming back in, you're actually going into the station. Or I might just build a station around this, which I probably should do anyway. Can I make this into... No, I can't make it into sand. That's fine. I'll probably put a station around this. I meant to and just kind of forgot because I got caught up doing all of this terrain. But what's our scenery rating? 41. I don't even know how I could fix that. Because, like, it's pretty scenic around here, I feel like. 49 now. I guess putting a shell on the actual... you know what I'm trying to say. Putting an actual station here could actually and will actually improve the scenery by a lot. But honestly, I think this looks really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and, before I forget, I want to make a screenshot because I keep doing, like, getting the video done, ready to upload it, and then realizing I didn't take a screenshot for the thumbnail. So then I have to reopen the game and do it again. But now we've got a screenshot, and this video will probably be going up in a few days. And yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Do you like this coaster? What else can I add to it? Any ideas for what the station could look like? Or should I put a roof over top of this? That kind of thing. Let me know down in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. This has been Leedle-Lue, signing off.